did. Don't worry, the coolest game ever coming up. This is Crosswords 2. This is a sequel to an arcade classic beat 'em up by 80K. I think the first game was in 1991. This is 1995. This is a Neo Geo CD exclusive game, actually. This was never released for the normal Neo Geo. There are cartridge packs out there to make it a normal Neo Geo game, but we're not playing those because this is not a Neo Geo game. This is a Neo Geo CD game. But I am ready to start. So we gotta have to wait through wonderful CD load times. There are 3 characters. We're picking the Warrioress. I'll explain later. And time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. So as I said before, this is a beat 'em up. This is not your typical beat 'em up, though. You'd probably think of a belt scroller. This is actually a behind view. And this game actually, with how it controls, it... Oh, okay, we got kind of bad luck that one didn't. We need to defeat these enemies very fast for a pretty tricky money route that we're gonna need. We have to kill these enemies very fast because otherwise these gold pails will not spawn. And then, okay, we need them to walk left. So the reason that we picked the Warrioress, which is, I believe, her official name, none of these characters have any names, is that she starts with the wave spell, as you can see down there. You get magic, you can use magic. She starts with the wave spell, which is the second most broken spell in this entire game. It will basically one-shot any boss until about the 4th or 5th stage. So we wait for Hyper Rat to jump forward. Okay, I didn't get the quick cycle there. But you see, it will literally stun lock him to death. So we need to pick up all the money. This game has a shop where you buy things, and we're gonna need to buy things. I'm going to play it a little safe on the shop, and I'm only going to buy 1 level up. Optimally, you would probably want to buy 2. But the money route is actually extremely tight in this game, and we're saving up to buy one specific spell later, and we need 9,700 G for it. The other thing that we're going to be abusing a whole bunch in this game, because it's not a 1cc category, we are going to be using desperation moves a lot, which these take your health, but they're really strong, as you can see. You might also be wondering, hey, TBC, this looks like an auto-scroller, and you would only be half right. If the screen is scrolling, there are ways to speed up and go through enemy waves faster. They spawn in like specific waves, and when the screen stops, you need to kill all the enemies on screen, or you need to get to a certain wave, basically. The main desperation spell we're going to be using is that little burst thing. Actually, I'm going to need to die. We're going to be using a lot of intentional game overs, so I'm going to be using it to lower my health as well. Because right here, I guess I could do this without dying. This Palehead, I would usually want to use a spell on, but Paleheads, you can actually stun lock. Their stun animation is too long. So he's going to fire, jump forward. Oh, okay, I was barely not fast enough. You can sometimes get that in fast enough, but it's fine. 4 hits, wait, fire spell again. And then desperation move to kill. I would have ultimately liked to take the death a little later in that fight, but that's fine. It's a fun fact that I didn't know earlier, until a few days ago. You can skip through all... Not a few days ago, last time I ran this in a marathon. You can skip through all the end countdowns like that, the score countdowns. You can also hold A to skip through every cutscene in this game, which I did not know until 3 days ago. Which is why I took the world record in this game 3 days ago. So here, we're going to need to clear out all the waves of river jellies as they come up. I hope you like the sound effects in this game too. All the frogs going wah 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 is pretty good. We actually took them out too fast. We were not supposed to take them out that fast, so they took a while to spawn the river jellies. Oh, okay. The cycles are off sync now, so I'm gonna have to use a bit more desperation moves here, but that's fine. The jump slash is thankfully pretty good. I'm gonna hope that these guys jump forward. I'm gonna kill one of them with the spell. There's a lot of like on-the-fly routing work in this game. I'm gonna kill one of them with the spell, and then I'm gonna let the other guy kill me. Sadly, this is kind of slow because this guy should be dead by now. And it's preventing the actual boss from spawning. I'm not even gonna deal with this gold pail. I'm just gonna bop him with this. Technically, I think you might actually have enough time. Oh, barely not fast enough. If you're really fast to react to that, you can hit him with the spell. 4. I'll go for 5 on this. It's kind of risky going for 5 because if he moves too fast, you won't get it. There's that boss down. We don't really care about picking up the life power-ups. We just really want all the money. So we can't actually... I'm probably fine to get another level up, but I'm not going to. I don't know how close I am on the money route. But next time there's a shop, we should be buying the spell. This desperation move is amazing, though. You usually cannot hit enemies in the back row. It's really hard to hit enemies in the back row. But this is one of the only ways to do it. This, and there's a few spells that'll do it. Oh, if you get really good luck on that guy spawn, he can jump right into the spell. Now I'm gonna wait for him to jump forward. It's not too bad to kill the green mages with magic because they actually drop magic. Now if I group that correctly, you could get one of these guys to actually spawn into the spell. Oops, I accidentally hit desperation move, but that's fine. The other guy actually jumped straight into the spell. Sadly, he jumped forward, so I'm gonna have to wait on this desperation move. This might be annoying to deal with now, because this next boss is the most problematic one in the entire game, because we still have the wave spell. So I said that bosses can break spells. I didn't say this, but I said that it obliterates the first few bosses. This is one boss that it does not obliterate, because Shadow Knight can actually break the spell. Enemies will start doing this later. He can also, if he's not caught in an animation, he can actually guard against the desperation move. I'm getting literally perfect RNG though. That was some of the best luck I've ever seen on Shadow Knight. Apart from the spell breaks. How fast he actually breaks a spell can be random. I think I'm doing good on the money route. I think I would have been safe to actually buy another level up, but that's fine. I just wanted to play it safe for the marathon. This game has so much randomness in it that there's so much to deal with. Oh, okay. If you catch those guys on the right frame, you can actually hit them with the spell. Okay. I should probably take a death right here, but I still have a lot of spells. Devil's Eyes are annoying. I'll actually probably take the death on one of them if I can. And I'll use the spell to take care of the rest. Because we can't go past this section until we get all of them. Gold Gammers blow up after a while, so we're not gonna bother killing them. Unless it's at the end of the stage where we're waiting on them. But at this point, it's just not worth it to spend resources on. You can actually use their fireballs as like an animation cancel, which is kind of cool. One annoying thing about the desperation move is that if an enemy just decides to jump forward, it'll hit them first. So there's a lot of randomness with it. Though, yeah, this gets a problem like in there. Like I could have grouped them all really nice, but I just didn't get the chance. You also saw another desperation move there. We use that occasionally. It's a short range burst, which is pretty useful actually. We were just waiting on these guys. You can only throw one spell out at a time, so I'll just let this guy blow up. Oh, okay. I wanted to take a death on the Gold Gammer, but that's fine. Here we're just waiting for things to die. It is faster to actually take out the Devil's Eyes by yourself and this Scammer. While they're charging up to blow up, though, you can't kill them. I want this guy to run back. He doesn't want to. It's really annoying because we are going to have to kill this guy. Because we're actually at the end of the stage right now, but the boss hasn't spawned yet because we haven't taken care of these guys. This is Scarlet Mage. This guy's also annoying because he can also break spells. He can also dodge desperation moves like that. So I haven't even explained the main combat system in this game because you saw it right there. You might have noticed it. But this game is actually more like... I mentioned that it was more like a fighting game than a beat 'em up. Because every single attack in this game is either a high or a low. And, okay, also here, most important part. Buy this spell. Best spell in the game. Okay, I barely did not have enough money for a second level up, so it's a good thing that I skipped it, actually. Every single attack in this game is every single physical attack is either a high or a low. And you correspondingly, you can block high or low, it leaves enemies vulnerable. This is also applicable to you. You have high and low attacks, the enemy can block and counter you. So the spell is overpowered, you see. Hits enemies multiple times, does a ton of damage, hits both rows. Best spell in the game. This is the reason why I do this money route. The old world record actually didn't do this and stuck with the wave spell for a little longer. But this boss can be really problematic with it, so I'm just going to pop him. It will absolutely decimate most bosses in the entire game. This game's music is neat, too. This is the power of the CD-based console. So see all these devil eyes that were a problem earlier. Nothing now, you just hit him with a meteor. Waiting for these guys to spawn. You can also, theoretically, you can actually get triple hits off the meteors. It's pretty hard. Like, it's pretty random, but it can happen. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if all three of those were going to hit, so... Oh, okay. Yeah, if people jump forward, they can sometimes dodge a few hits of the meteors, which can be annoying. Your leveling up, unsurprisingly, will make you do more damage. That's the main purpose of leveling up. It also increases your max health, which means more desperation moves for us. Here we are at the end of the stage. This is a obnoxious boss. This is Mad Turtle. This guy is extremely annoying with the wave spell, but you see how much damage the meteors do. He can also dodge desperation. He can block desperation moves, which is really annoying. I got really good luck right there. Yeah, also, interestingly enough, he only drops life. You get no money for this entire stage. Not a single enemy in this entire stage drops money. Yeah, so that boss, you could kill him super fast with just meteors, but I decided to play a little riskier. Yeah, high knights can be kind of annoying. Okay, that did almost all my health, so I want to take a death. I've kind of been routing this bad, so this will be a little slow. All of our remaining money is just going to be used for level ups and buying magic recoveries. Acid Papillons are really annoying to deal with. If they group up just right, it's really good, but it's pretty hard to get, as you can see. So I'll just meteor these guys. You don't want to spend all your meteors on this stage. Just because the boss is pretty hard without them. But like in this case, you want to wait for all the Pale Lords to land. And just meteor them. If that guy jumped back, you can actually get a really cool triple kill. I'm gonna have to wait for one of them to kill me, actually. Because this is not great right now. Because, yeah, you can hear the boss music. The boss should have already spawned. I got horrible luck on this boss in my PV. Okay, he somehow didn't get hit by any meteors right there, so I'm gonna have to take an extra meteor cycle to kill. Oh, okay, he dodged the meteors. That's really rare. Okay, you can't block burst in this game, though, so... There's nothing he could have done about that. That was horrible luck on that boss. That boss is another problematic one. So I'm gonna buy magic recoveries and level ups. Because we're just gonna spam those throughout the whole game. We don't want to use all meteors here. We're gonna have a lot of downtime in this stage. Because, like, they expect you to take a long time to kill the ninjas. Because normally they're pretty tricky enemies to deal with. But if you aren't afraid of dying, because this is not a 1cc category, you could just blast them with anything. Oh, bad luck, okay. We want those guys to stay back. And, okay, group together. It's always nice when you can get, like, nice double kills like that. I'm going to be attempting something that I did in my PB and I didn't even think was possible. There's a very hard quick kill on the boss that's coming up after this. It's not actually the boss, but... Oh, one thing I should note, actually, that's people might think is curious. You might notice all the text in this game is in English. Despite this being a Japanese exclusive game. Okay, let's see if I got it. Okay, I didn't. That animation is not always the same length. You can get an extremely fast skeleton worm quick kill with 2 meteors and a desperation move if you hit him while he's spawning. And I managed to do it in my PB, and it was the most amazing thing. And I said in that PB, I will never get another quick kill as good as that, and it seems I was right today. It looks so cool, though. You hit him with the last meteor, like one of the last active frames of the meteors. We don't have any meteors for this stage, but I'm gonna want to die for the boss anyway, so I'm just gonna blow all my health. We do so much damage because we're really high level anyway. And we're gonna have even more downtime on this stage. Like, we're actually just gonna be sitting and waiting for like 15 seconds. So I'm gonna do this until I die. Okay, yeah, that attack is really annoying. Luckily, the enemies actually drop some pretty generous health power-ups, so you can do this for a while. I'll probably stop picking them up. Okay, I timed that perfectly. Even I didn't expect that. There we go. I have enough meters that I can spend them here. So yeah, we're just barely not high enough level to kill the Pale Lords. Like, they just left with a pixel of health like that. Yeah, Pale Lords are so cool. Being able to stun lock them to death is amazing. I'll kill all the ninjas, I don't want to deal with them. We do have my favorite boss in the game on this stage. Which actually, I think, yeah, that's the end of the stage. So we're literally just going to be sitting here and waiting. They expect you to take a lot longer to deal with them. Which, if you were actually playing this game how you're supposed to, it would take that long. So here's your low attack, side swipes, normal attack, jump, dashing strikes. There's a lot of like neat combat options in this game. There's a lot of different desperation moves and stuff. We do get, at least we get the coolest boss in the game. With one of the coolest intros of any boss I've ever seen. Oh, I don't think I finished what I was saying earlier. All the text is in English in this game, despite this being a Japan-only game. By the way, here's Master Samurai. Coolest boss intro. Yeah, despite being a Japan-only release, if you play it on a North American Neo Geo CD, it has English text. which is very cool. I don't own a Neo Geo CD, so I don't have that kind of money. By the way, don't accidentally buy other spells. I actually did that in my PB. But luckily I had just enough money to buy the Meteor spell again. Oh, we're gonna have another problematic boss on this stage. Luckily, with the Meteors, he's a lot easier. Not because they actually do a lot of damage against him, but because they stun lock him in place so you can hit him with a desperation move, which does do a lot of damage. Aw, okay, bad luck. I didn't want him to jump forward. This game is basically praying that enemies don't jump forward. I've had pretty bad luck with it this whole run so far. We're actually nearing the end of the run. We only have 2 more stages after this. So here's Ice Golem. Hate this boss. Let's see, he actually doesn't take a lot of damage from meteors, but they leave him stunned in place. I'll do that. He can actually hit you while you're using the meteors. He can also just literally just block the meteors. This game is a lot easier when you know the secret tech, but the secret tech is that this is not 1cc tech. Trying to 1cc this game would be pretty hard. But yeah, the meteor spell is broken. There are more expensive spells and higher tier spells. They just suck. Like, they're just bad. There's one that turns enemies into scarecrows, which is pretty good because that means that you don't have to fight any enemies. But it doesn't work against bosses, so, like, what's the point? The bosses are the hard parts. Okay, I don't need to worry about money anymore. Yeah, this stage doesn't scroll. Oh, I'm kind of low, actually. I need to blow more of my health. I should have enough to kill this boss. Yeah, this game is hard if you wanted to 1cc it. Here's the Enigma. We've seen them the whole game. They have the best sound effect in the game. Oh, okay. Dodge. Yeah, they don't usually dodge stuff like that, so... They drop a ton of money. This doesn't matter, because I guess if you were in co-op, it might actually matter. So I'm gonna buy all magic and life recoveries, because why not? And this is the last stage. Yeah, we're just gonna spam meteors against these guys. All green mages drop magic, so how did that guy not die? So it's not a problem to use magic against green or blue mages. Scarlet mages don't drop them. See, the meteors just, they decimate so many things. It's like the most crazy spell ever. When I actually first played this game, I was using the ninja. And I checked out the only existing speedrun and like, oh, what character do they use? Is it the ninja? I only picked the ninja because he looks the coolest. But I was like, oh, why are they using the warriorist? And then I saw the first boss fight with the wave spell. I was like, oh, that's why. Okay. I get it now. There we go, hit them both. I wanted to conserve meteors for Shadow Knights. They like to dodge them for no reason. Probably going to be taking like 2 or 3 intentional game overs on this stage anyway. Okay, there we go. That's some good grouping. As with any beat 'em up, like it's a lot of it's about enemy grouping and effective enemy grouping. It doesn't always matter that much in this game. Oh yeah, here's Skeleton Worm again. I actually do not want to pick up the health drop that he gives. He gives a health drop that gives a ridiculous amount of health, but I don't want it. Because we have another old buddy coming to see us. Which is Mad Turtle. And 2 meteors is just enough to kill him if all the hits connect. Which is definitely not guaranteed. I actually want to die here. This is prep for the final boss. We also have downtime right here. Yeah, also see how much damage, like, that that Desperation move does. We're getting a ton of meteors, which is going to be useful for the final boss. We want to get them at all costs. Also because Scarlet Mages don't drop them, and they can be a problem. If they're doing stuff like this. We have to pray that they try and do something. To feel like we're still waiting. But here's the final boss. We've seen in the whole game. It's Nasus. That guy, I don't even remember who he is. We're just gonna blast the first form of Nasus with meteors. It takes a lot to kill the first form. I'm gonna try and conserve a meteor for this, because I think I'm gonna need 3. Because here's the most obnoxious form of Nasus. I'm also gonna have to take an intentional game over somewhere. Here's Worm Nasus. Really, really annoying. But luckily, we should have just enough meteors to do this, actually. Because now, this is the last form of Nasus. Oh, okay, I hope to blast him with another meteor. I don't have enough health to do this. This is going to be a really slow kill, then. Because he takes almost no damage from Desperation moves, as you can see. But I'm going to have to do it. Oh, I never told the story of how I found this game. Also, time ends after the cutscene after this, for whatever reason. I don't know, I didn't make the timing standard. Wait, I did, right? Yeah, Speedrun Every System project. I don't know, I'm gonna tell it again just in case I didn't. I run a project on my own channel called the Speedrun Every System project. I roll a random console, find a game on it, and speedrun it. This is my choice from the OGO CD, because it's one of the few original games to that console. So time ends when this cutscene fades out. Alright, there. I actually already rolled the PCFX, but I hated the game that I played on it, so I put it back in the pool. That was a 27-25, which, you know, not bad. Actually, that is kind of bad. That's like 2 minutes behind my world record. There's a surprising amount of gold splits in it, though. I pushed on my solo best by quite a bit. Now we have this epic ending cutscene. Which admittedly is a pretty neat cutscene. The credit song in this game is great. Anytime. Yeah, sadly you're not going to see... This is the only other time that we see the other characters, because they're just slow. They put this in case you actually cared about the plot. Yeah, speaking of which, I guess a little outro for me. I'm still running the Speedrun Every System project on my channel. Right now, I'm currently learning a game, Hybrid Heaven, on the Nintendo 64. I beat it not too long ago, but the route notes for it are absolutely ridiculous if you haven't looked at them on Hybrid Heaven. Look at them on SRC. It's going to be fun to learn. Then right after that, it's going to be the PC Engine Super Graphics. So if you like NEC... There you go, if you like the PC Engine. We just had a bonk game, so I hope you like the PC Engine. And then we'll see what happens after that. But that's going to be all for me. I hope you enjoyed both my runs. They were both pretty cool. Got horrible RNG on Crosswords too, but whatever. You can still make it work in this game. But yeah, that's going to be all for me. Enjoy the rest of Valuethon. If I had to give a shout out to one run that's coming up, Bulk Slash by Shentok. Shentok's right there in the chat. Bulk Slash is a sick game, and I love the Sega Saturn. And you should love the Sega Saturn too.